Welcome to the CONQU3R show. I'm your host, Tevin, here with my lovely co-host, Cliche. Cliche, how we doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing, Tevin?
I'm doing just fine. You know, we got Miss Tiffany Real on the DJs ones and twos.
Hey,
producing the show, first
Mhm.
show under B Soul. I'm very excited about that. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna be talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, the sugar baby culture. Honestly, I never knew it was a culture. Cliche says it's more like a lifestyle, you said?
Yes.
More like a lifestyle, she says. So I did my research. What is a sugar baby? Now, according to Google, shout out to Google, it is someone, young person, who goes on dates in exchange for money, gifts, mentorship. I didn't even know that was a thing. Or travel. Now, Cliche, I want to ask you, have you ever in your life been a sugar baby? Ever?
No, not really.
I feel like you're lying. Can you elaborate, please? Because that didn't sound convincing.
I think a sugar baby is something when you actively go out and seek an arrangement.
Right. So you don't seek arrangement. The arrangements seek you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a better way to put it.
So you still a sugar baby?
I am not a sugar baby.
Oh my God. It's okay.
I'm not a sugar baby. I'll say this.
What's up?
A lot of times, older guys approach me.
Right. How old are we talking?
Honestly, they lie a lot of times about their age. I'll say
Sugar
this.
dads be lying out here, y'all.
Men lie about their age. A lot.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm not a man.
I don't. Right, but I don't lie about my age either. So we both even.
But then again, you're not like older.
Right.
Anyway.
I'm just seasoned.
But no, you're not.
Okay. Don't hate. Now, I think the state of most women of our generation, Cliche,
Mm-hmm.
I think they want to be sugared, quote unquote, sugared.
So you saying it's mainly with 20-year-olds?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Even our age. Well, you in your 20s still. I'm like 31. But even like our
How old are
generation,
you?
31.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he told me he was 29.
Jesus, do not believe that, y'all. Y'all see that right there? Don't believe that, y'all. She just don't listen. She don't.
At
Bless
the
her heart.
most, he told me he was 30.
Oh my God! See, now she lying.
At
You
the
see that? You
most.
see this, Tiffany?
If anything, he probably said 30. But
The bamboozle.
Anyway.
Now,
Continue.
now, I feel like the state of most women in our generation are kind of like on that tip of like, forget love, forget marriage. I'd rather just have sex, get money, and date someone who can put me on game and let me live this lifestyle that I see on TV.
I'll say this.
Say something.
You Can you be quiet with your loud royal blue shirt?
Oh my God! Oh, this is what we doing. She was waiting to do
Anyway,
this.
I've been waiting to do it. You
She
show
been
right.
holding it. Oh, okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have some behind the scene moments. Anyway, what I was about to say was, 40-year-old women can be sugar babies.
Right.
Cause if you're 40 and the man is like 65, 70,
Right.
you're his sugar baby. A sugar baby is somebody who has a big age gap in the relationship. Thank you.
Right. Right.
So
Oh,
it's not mainly
right.
limited.
Oh,
to,
like just our generation of women.
Yes. I'll say this too. The average age of a sugar baby, the average is 26.
The average.
That's the average age.
Where you get this from?
Google.
Draw some mic. I feel you.
So, and the average age of the sugar daddy is 45. Now, I am 28. You
Right.
know how old most people think I am?
How old? Like 22, 3?
Yeah, if not. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's sad. And the guys will still be in good God Almighty age, like late 40s, early 50s, almost 60s.
Right. Now.
Not caring.
Now.
Yes.
You know what? I want to say this too when we get back. How much time we left? Got Tiffany? 1 minute. Okay, I'm put out there right now, and I'll let you respond when we get back. Have you ever gave a sugar daddy? Yes, you. Yes. Have you ever gave a sugar daddy sugar?
Look, I ain't never had a sugar daddy.
I stopped it.
You did
because
what?
I stopped it because
You was about to laugh?
That was a good cliffhanger.
But she
What you mean? Have you ever gave a sugar daddy
some
sugar?
Right.
What do you mean by that?
He know
What you think sugar means? Sugar is
Sex?
yes. Okay, welcome back to the CONQU3R show. I'm your host, Tevin Hero, with my lovely co-host, Cliche. Now, I think we left off asking her, did she ever give up any sugar while she was... She said she didn't seek arrangements, but the arrangement seeked her-ish. So have you ever, partaken in that, in the sugaring, the sugar part of it?
The sugar part of it, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have dated older men, but
Right.
it was never to be a sugar baby.
Right.
It was because I genuinely thought I liked them. But however, they lied about their age. I don't want to go out with nobody who's lying about their age in a 10-year gap. Why would I do that? I don't have daddy issues.
Oh.
That's how I personally feel.
I'm glad she said that because I want to talk about that. Because I feel like a lot of women who participate in the sugar baby culture do have daddy issues.
And I will say this. The men who participate too,
Right.
sometimes men and women, very small few, they do it because they knew they messed up as a parent.
Right.
So that's their way of trying to, nurture and take care of somebody and make up for it.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you have any friends, or did you have any friends that did that? You don't gotta say no names. Just
Yes,
simple
I do.
yes. Oh, so how was that?
I ain't judging her. Hell, get it how you live, girl. Get it how you live.
Yeah. You heard that, ladies? Get it how you live. And that's the problem. Y'all trying to get it how y'all live, which is on TV. Ain't no soul. That's bad. There's no substance. See, a lot of women out here, ladies and gentlemen.
And why are you just blaming the women?
Because it's your fault.
The men are participants.
It don't matter. It's still your fault. It still take two.
You're right, and it's half your fault.
Half. Okay. We'll take half.
Yeah, as you should.
But it's still your fault, and it's your mama's fault.
You just going too far.
No, I'm not.
Because that's really that says more like a daddy issue.
Yeah,
And
but
we
still.
can get into that topic too.
Right, but your mama didn't put you on game of how to go about getting a...
That is the game. I'll say the game of this. If we gonna talk about the game,
Right.
the game is in the black community,
Mm-hmm.
the black women, we don't go for money.
Right.
We go for that, oh, I don't need a man for money. I need that love. I just want him to love me and be loyal to me and all that BS. In the other cultures,
No, y'all. Keep going.
we gonna find a video, but we gonna keep it moving.
No, what you saying
In
the
the other races,
right.
they teach their women to go to college to find a man who's going to do something. They don't teach that in the black community.
And who follows that again?
That's the parents. If we gonna blame mama and daddy.
Right.
If we blaming mama and daddy.
Right.
Because it takes two to tango, like you said.
It do.
If y'all not teaching y'all daughters, y'all feeling as man. So there we go.
Look at the cup on this.
If we gonna be see, I don't like it when people just try to place blame on one person. It takes two to tango.
It does, but now
It takes two to tango. And if we're gonna talk about accountability from earlier,
right.
that shows you how men don't like to take accountability.
Right.
They don't. They like to play victims too.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all do.
Not more than y'all though.
It's equal. I promise you that junk is equal. Y'all don't ever want to take half the responsibility in nothing.
Right.
We might brush it off. We might be like, okay, I might have did this, but whatever. But dang, like
you should have corrected yourself. I did this because. It's always because with y'all.
Okay, then at least we said we did it because of something.
Right.
Man, they'll straight out deny it. Like you know what I mean. Why you go do all that?
Right. Look at this.
See how you go looking for something, you find it.
They got me cornered, y'all. I'm by myself here, man. But I got y'all, man. I'm standing for the right ones, not the sugar daddy ones. Now, okay, so because I'm too emotional for that. I can't be no one's sugar daddy.
I'm not emotional enough.
Yeah, you not.
I don't care.
I don't think Cliche from here, y'all. I think she's like from Neptune or something. But we're gonna get on that later though. But
Venus.
Oh, Venus, excuse me. So when we come back, I want to talk about why younger women wants to date older guys, like really date, like in relationships. So we're gonna get back to that. Okay, welcome back to CONQU3R. We are talking about the sugar baby culture. Now I want to dip in another aspect of it. I want to talk about women who loves dating, like really love being in relationships with older men. And I want to dissect and have a deep dive, because cliche is one of those. You like older men.
No, right? I don't.
Yeah, you just said that.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I said I would not have dated those men had I knew their true age.
So do you like older men?
No.
Okay. You just know that, Deborah?
Because I done said it twice. It's like you done asked me about 3-4 times. I keep telling you no.
Oh, I like this.
See, and that's another thing. Men don't listen, but that's another topic.
We do listen.
No, y'all don't.
Yes, we do.
That's another topic.
We listen when we want y'all. We don't listen when we stop, like, really caring about y'all.
So that means y'all are not good listeners.
Yes, we are. We selective.
That's not good listening, baby.
Yes, it is.
We gonna look that up, because I promise you it's not.
Yes, it is.
I went to school for communications.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
Fancy.
Yes.
Fancy. So, I did a post on Facebook. Cliche, I think you've seen this post. Asking ladies, why would you want to date an older man? And the majority said the mindset is different. Older men have their ish together. They're more manly and provide more stability. I'll call BS on that.
Me too.
And
Me too.
and the lady,
Me
and
too.
it was one lady on there said all those responses are BS.
All of them.
One said, I think I just find older men sexy. And I'm cool with
That's
that.
good. That's a good
Right.
enough reason.
Right, and I'm cool with that. But also, like I said before, all that was BS. Because it's a lot of older fools out here than younger fools. And maybe it's something in their hot pocket or in their heart that they can't find men around their age who have their itch together internally and externally. And then they want to go for older. Stability, I mean, it's guys around our age who's stable too. Maybe you just ain't that chick. A lot of females, yeah, right. A lot of females think they're that chick and they're really not. So, Cliche, what you got to say about that?
I'll say it like this. Most guys who are around my age, it depends on it depends on the guy. I'll say it like this. The guys who have kids, who are working on themselves,
Right.
they kind of wanna settle down a little bit. They might want a long-term girlfriend, but they're not sure about the ballpark about marriage.
Right.
So that's kind of X'd out for me, because I'm not. I could date a guy with kids, but I know I'm not going to be fully invested, and I don't want to do that.
Why is that? Is it because of the kids?
It's because of the kids, and I'm just honest about that. And I'm the type of female. I'm the type I say, if I'm in a relationship with you and we are working towards something serious, I got to come equal to your kids or before. I am sorry, especially if I am in that house helping, paying the bills.
Not before, y'all.
I don't care.
As a wife or as a girlfriend?
As a wife.
Oh, okay.
If we are working towards something, as a girlfriend, I need to come equal. As a girlfriend, once we are serious, I need to come equal.
I had to check on that one, boy.
As a girlfriend, I need to come equal.
Right.
If you're serious about me. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
But and the guys without kids around my age, they are not. They don't want to settle down. Because that's not taught. Again, that's not taught in our community.
You're right.
It's not taught
I agree with you on that
for young
one,
black men and women to settle down. But you know where it is taught in other communities?
What?
White, Asian, Hispanic.
Indians.
Yeah, all that.
Jews, yeah.
They get taught to marry young and build a family and come together and build your community. And like I said again on Facebook, black people, we do not know how to work as a team. We are horrible with that.
I love this side of Cliche, Tiffany. I do. I'm like in tears. Like I got happy tears.
I'm like, my baby grew up.
I'm in tears right now.
I like.
But I agree with you. I really agree with you.
So
on that.
that's the difference between that and then it's a lot more that goes into it.
They do. And we'll be back. This is CONQU3R. Hey, welcome back to CONQU3R. We are talking about the sugar baby culture. Now, I want to start off this segment with a question. Tiffany, you want to chime in? You can chime in.
Please do.
I'm scared.
What influences women to want to date older men strictly for financial reasons?
Or men.
Or men. What you mean, or men?
Because they're sugar mamas.
That part too. We're going to get into that. Look at that little. You saw the little look she did? So that's the question. So what do y'all think comes into that mental process, like
financial stability?
Financial stability only, or like more than that?
Finances probably make up 90%. if we're going to talk about sugar baby.
Right.
If we're talking about it from that perspective. If we're talking about a relationship,
Yeah.
some genuinely like older men.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some find them sexy, some find them attractive. I don't consider them stable.
Right.
Like, always stable or more mature.
Right.
That's not true.
Right. So let me ask you this. Since you said that, do you think a lot of women overlook that because of the financial stability he could provide?
You mean overlooking not being as mature?
Yeah, or like emotionally stable and stuff like that.
They don't care. I mean, that's not the main. Okay, I'm not gonna say it like that.
Right.
Some women, it's not. Okay, you can't just go into it. I mean, you can, but
Right.
you can't. It's not the best way to go into it. Is looking at from just a pure money, what you can get from it, financially.
Right.
Like, you gotta seek out if you can actually like this person. How's their personality? Like, can you talk? Like, I'm serious. Can we hold a good conversation? Like, can I stand being in your arms around you for long?
Right.
Are you gonna want to take a nap every 30 minutes? Like, come on now.
And that's why I could never be a sugar baby because I don't like senior citizens like that. I don't. It's something about. I mean, now we can go out because that AARP card and discount. Yes,
boy, they love to eat good.
Yes, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
I know I can't.
I will say this. So okay, I didn't have a sugar daddy. No. My last boyfriend, he was 11 years older than me.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I thought he was younger than he was.
So he lied about it?
No. He just looked younger.
Oh, okay.
He just looked younger. He never lied.
Right.
That's the thing about him. He might have been 11 years older,
right.
but he did not lie.
Right.
And he took good care of me.
Right.
And it was like genuine.
Okay, so how did he take good care of you? What does that mean for the audience?
Oh, he could do everything. Boy, that man could change a tire. He could change a tire, change a vent, change the oil in your car, change your brakes. He could change. Okay, how many men that you know can actually change a ceiling fan? How many men you know can take a dryer apart, put it back together?
I can't even do that.
Exactly. I know one that can do all those.
Right. So is that your person? Did he set the standard for
He set the standard. I ain't even gonna lie.
If you can't change the fan, you can't shave it.
I ain't saying you gotta change a fan, but if you need to know how to change the tire, change oil, brakes, the basics of a car. Right. You ain't gotta be no mechanic, but you gotta have the basics. And that's the thing. A lot of younger dudes don't have the basics of, simple stuff. I will say that.
Because, a lot of guys today are being raised in single parent households headed by women, and women are teaching them how to do that, and they're not providing a village in order to them to have a man to teach them to do that.
Right.
People in my generation, we do that. Like my ex-husband, he's 3 years younger than I am, and all the things that you spoke of are the things that he knows how to do because that's how they were taught. You guys weren't taught ish.
At all.
Just be cute. And smart.
If that.
If that. You
Barely, right? Barely, right?
Yeah. So.
So I take your time.
So when a woman says they want a man,
right,
they're not necessarily looking at people your age because you guys don't meet the qualifications of a man. You guys are like in the metrosexual type of manhood these days. So it's not respected as much.
At all.
As much. Okay, let's say as much.
Right. That touche.
Cliche.
With a sprinkle of Tiffany green.
There we go. How much time we got, Tiffany?
We got less than 20 seconds.
Okay, so when we get back, we're going to talk about preferences and how the sugar baby culture affect preferences on men when they want to get back into the dating world, relationship world. This is CONQU3R. Okay, welcome back to CONQU3R. Talking about the sugar baby culture, right? Now, I want y'all perspective on this because I don't know if y'all two been through this. Tiffany, I want you to chime in as well.
Okay.
Being part of the sugar baby culture, when you're ready to start dating, like it's a cult or something, when you're ready to start dating serious or wanting to pursue a relationship seriously, does it kind of alter your preference of like what you would want in a man? Like imagine going from a college student from like 19 to 20 or whatever, being like your college paid for by a dude, Dude give you a weekly allowance of like $1,000 or whatever. Every time you go on a date, you can pay like $200, $400 or whatever. Now, you don't have no financial support in that regard. And now you're kind of meeting a guy that's like, I can't bring what he brought to the table. Does that affect your preference in pursuing the guy?
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not a sugar baby, so I'm not pursuing sugar daddies. I date a wide variety of type of men. So older, young. I try not to date younger.
Right.
I try not to date younger. So my age are a little bit older, different races, different tax brackets, whatever.
Not tax brackets, yo.
Not tax brackets, but
I'm gonna talk on you said right there, didn't you?
Different occupations.
Yeah.
So
I think that some women would keep the sugar baby and just have the real boyfriend that she really likes.
They do that. Most guys are okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Word? Who?
Most
like the boyfriend?
Yes.
If a woman's bringing in a lot of money and he don't have to cough up the money, he gonna.
And then don't say you don't have to sleep with him. He definitely gonna be down. I was watching Donkey of the Day on the Breakfast Club, and the lady was a sugar baby, right? And she got out of jury duty by saying that she would be losing out on $8,000 a month by not seeing her sugar daddy. Jury duty was 6 months. I would have told the truth. I need. You want to be a sugar baby?
No, man. It was a joke. I'm good.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so, and she was married. She was like, I have a husband. I have a sugar daddy, and I gotta take care of my sugar daddy. And she was in her 40s. So 9 times out of 10, he was in his late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
He could have been about to kick the bucket any moment. She need to be there for that man.
And the husband was just fine with this.
It's $8,000 a month.
Because if you look at it, people are lonely, especially this day and age.
Yeah.
People getting older, they don't want to be by themselves because they spent so much time being whorish. And now they old and alone. Because don't nobody want an old hoe.
Nope.
Right.
Man or
woman. You know what I'm saying? Man or woman.
That part.
So now they old and alone. And before, women or men would love to be in your company. Right. Now you got to pay, honey, because I ain't got time to be.
And then another thing, some of them guys be wanting to wait till they broken. They old and broken to settle down. You be like, come on now.
Yeah,
I gotta get this.
Right. That is true, man. That's why I'm trying to find my one now, bro. I don't got no time, man.
I'm like, why? What
right.
do I do?
Yeah, it's sad, but when you're young, you don't think about getting old because you're busy living it.
Right.
And it's like when I interview some of the groups from the 90s, and I always ask, when you were in it, how did it feel? You were on the top of the charts and stuff. And they were saying when you're in it, you're not thinking about none of that stuff. You don't appreciate it until afterwards and you see how it affected other people.
Right.
So when you're young and you got your whole life ahead of you, you can date this one, date that one, blah, blah, blah. But then when you get to my age, ain't nobody, well, I ain't gonna say me, but ain't nobody checking for no old person. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody checking for no old person no more.
Talk to.
Youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Tim, how much time we got left?
We have 30 seconds
30
left.
seconds.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to switch gears when we come back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about the guy side. And I kind of want to switch gears on the topic anyway because I want to call out black men on this. This is CONQU3R.
Okay. What? Y'all see me not on his side about this part, guys. I don't know where he's going with this.
You're going to find out.
Okay.
You're going to find out, man. Okay, and we're back. Welcome to the CONQU3R Show. I'm your host, Tevin, here with my lovely co-hosts, Cliche and Tiffany Real.
Oh, thank you.
On the ones and twos for us. We're gonna switch gears. I want to talk about the man side of not honestly even the sugar baby culture, whatever, but men who are dating or who wants to date older women. And I personally feel, especially with us black men, especially black men around my age, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like a lot of brothers out here want to be mommied by their women that they're dating.
That's gross.
That is gross. It's pathetic. It's a what we call it a few a show or two ago? Betas. It's a beta. Too many of them.
No, that's a BAN.
Right. All the way.
We're gonna say off air what that means, though. We can't say it on air. But I think it's too many of that. But to put the ball in y'all court, I feel like some of y'all do wifely duties to dudes y'all just dating. So let's open that discussion. First of all, do y'all agree or disagree with what I just said?
If we're mommy and then we're not doing wifely duties, we're doing mommy duties.
Touche.
That's a difference.
Touche. What is the difference? Elaborate.
A mommy would be slick, like babying him, like you got your money, you got your, like you need $50 in your pocket today, like
right. Some girls doing that.
Like you ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you ain't even doing nothing but like playing video games. You might be just playing video games all day. Those are the ones who get mommy, like the ones who really mooch off their girlfriends.
Have you ever dated one that was like that?
No.
I believe that. Your face told me everything. So what about the wife again? What is wifely duties when you're dating someone?
Everything that the mommy is doing, but you giving them sex.
And you putting stuff in your name.
Oh,
so you being the mommy and the wife, the girlfriend.
Right. Now, so cliche, do you think too many women of our generation is doing that to men these days?
Not too many. There's some women, but there's not a lot of women.
Right.
How would I say? Some women, they just feel like they can fix a man if they take care of him. You know, they can be that savior. Some people like
y'all
that
pride yourselves on that too.
Some women do pride themselves on that. I wouldn't do it.
Right.
Because personally, especially after a certain age, once a man hits a certain age, he's pretty much stuck where he's at. Like late 30s, early 40s, like in the 20s, like that you can kind of work with each other.
Right.
That's why I was like, I'd rather date somebody close to my age.
Right.
We can adjust with each other.
Right.
Late 30s, early 40s, your personality is almost it's basically set in
game
stone.
Set match.
Like, and they say that's why like there's a good age range to get married. By the way, like they say between late 20s, early 30s, because that's again when your personalities can still adjust to each other. When you get older, you get rigid. That's why they say if you wait too late to marry, there's also also a problem.
On both sides.
I say that, you know, you spend 18 years being somebody's child. You need at least guys need
at least 10 years.
A decade, because they like 35, but they like 15 in doggy years. But anywho.
Men don't get their mindset together till they about 60.
Right, but you gotta get to know yourself as an adult before you try to be with somebody else, gel with somebody else, because it's different. Back in the days when my parents were coming along, if you got into a situation, you usually committed to that situation. But the young people today, they don't have to commit because they free. They can do whatever they want to do. So, you know, they need that time to get to know each other.
Right.
Before they can be with somebody else.
Right. And I agree, honestly, because I feel like one thing I see a trend, especially comparing men of the 90s compared to women of the 90s, I see a lot of women starting that journey of really trying to find themselves and improve themselves. A lot of men is not on that same journey. A lot of men around my age, our peers, are really stuck in their ways now. Because
men don't like being told what to do. Is either, and that goes for either by a woman or a man. That's why y'all have a harder time.
Drop some mic on that, right? How much time we got, Tiffany?
No time. 5 seconds.
5 seconds? We'll be back, y'all. This is CONQU3R. Welcome back to the CONQU3R show. Me, Cliche, and Tiffany Real had a nice little dialogue about men do not like to listen to women. Men hate being told what to do by women. Now, I want to ask y'all, since y'all both beautiful ladies here, do that play a part in men wanting to date younger women?
No, sweetheart. That's an off segment.
That's not it. No.
I get what you're going with it, but that has nothing to do with it, sir.
Yes, it do.
No.
Yes, it do.
No, sir.
Yes, it do. Because y'all said men like to control, right? And that's why they go for younger women, right? So how's that not part of the segment?
Men do like to control.
Right.
Men go for younger women because men like younger women.
That's BS.
How you gonna tell us?
What?
How you gonna tell us?
One, I'm a man.
First of all, you're 31.
Right.
There you go, and you're a man.
You still got some.
You're not even sugar daddy age. You're not even sugar daddy age. Let's get this.
It don't
straight.
matter. Men like to be in control.
You can't tell us.
As we said earlier, Cliche is 28.
Right.
She looks like a teenager.
You can't tell us.
So when older guys come to her, they're not coming to her thinking she's 28. They're coming to her thinking she's a teenager. And if she was a teenager, they would still have sex with her.
Thank you.
They would still do all these things that they want to do to her because they want a young child.
To control.
They're perverts.
That too.
Perverts.
That too.
There are some guys who genuinely like younger women. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And then there are some guys who really just be out here trying to manipulate people.
Right.
It just it's a gray area. It's always a gray area with sugar baby stuff.
It is. And see, and that's why I said, like, what you mean it's like this has nothing to do with the topic, because you just said older men or men of age don't like to. Yeah, I know you said some, but I'm saying you said they don't like to change. So I feel like a lot of men date younger women because they rather be stagnant than grow. A woman around his age is going to check him on his ish, but most men don't like that anyway because their mother's been doing that all their lives.
My ex-husband said that don't no man want no old broad.
Don't know young broad really. He want no old man.
They want young women.
Right.
And most times if you ask a woman, she'll have her age range.
Right.
But if you ask a guy how old or is too young, they'll say as long as she's legal.
Majority of men will say majority.
Right.
So that
she don't let that all
So that
work.
means if they were 17 today and they turn 18 tomorrow, he gonna be on her tomorrow. Which means he was thinking about her when she was 17, 16, 15, and all that other stuff.
Now I will say I know some guys they be like she can't be younger than 25. I do know some guys like that. There is always that limit because you can't have a conversation after a while with a person of a certain age.
Right.
Come on now.
Now, what you said to made me think about an ex of mine. I ain't gonna drop no names, but she had sexual intercourse with two men that used to teach her back in middle school. Two of them. One was married.
That is so gross.
That is, and honestly, looking back at it, I think that's why she was kind of like, and I know it's a little bit off topic, but I think that's why she was kind of like over sexual because she was a freak, y'all. Ain't gonna lie to you, she was a freak. And it's sad that a lot of men are like that in our community, and they were black men, and the woman was black as well. And then you even got that in your family.
But you know what? My ex-husband, when I was married to him, so were those teachers married?
One was.
But
the other one had a girlfriend.
My ex-husband said that, when I wanted to do freaky stuff like that, he said if I wanted a hoe, I wouldn't have married you. So your friend being young, and they could turn her out and do all these things that they wouldn't do with their wives and their girlfriends and all that other stuff. So men use young girls to feed their little fetishes and stuff because they put their women, their wives and significant others on these high pedestals, and then they treat the women like trash. They may not treat them bad, but they're using them for whatever they can't do with the ones they put on the pedestals.
Right. And that's nasty, y'all. That's so sad.
But it worked for you, though. You wasn't complaining when she was freaking you down.
Oh, my God. We're not going to get into that. And I wasn't. I ain't going to lie. I wasn't.
How old was she again?
I don't know at that age. I know she was like in her 20s.
What was the age difference between you and her?
I think like 4 years.
I thought she was talking about like older than you.
No, not the teachers was like in their 40s.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, y'all, we'll be right back. This is CONQU3R. Okay, welcome back to CONQU3R. We are talking about the sugar baby culture. And I got a question. I know this show have a lot of male listeners, correct, Tiffany?
Yes.
I wonder how many of your listeners are sugar daddies.
Probably 95.95.
If you're over 40 and you're dating a girl who's in her 20s, you're a sugar daddy. Straight up.
That's how we doing that.
Straight up.
Now, I want to know, and I hope we get some feedback from the fellas on this, and it's okay. This show is a safe space, gentlemen and ladies. What do y'all think? I want to ask y'all this because because I told y'all I'll be too emotional to be a sugar daddy. So, so I want to know, or y'all perspective or opinion on what do you think makes a man want to be a sugar daddy to someone?
Companionship.
Mm.
A lot of times they're lonely.
Mm-hmm.
They want somebody, to make them feel good, make them feel young, to take care of.
Yeah.
If you're younger, cool. They might want like the youthful energy.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right.
Some of them just butt ugly, and they know that's the only way they're gonna get somebody.
For real.
Now I read something, and I forgot the source, but it said most men who do it, all those for the reasons like the companionship and stuff, but most come in contact with quote unquote potential sugar babies, and most of them be women who really come from like impoverished situations and just kind of really want to put them on or something. Hey, you don't deserve this life. Like out of sympathy or empathy. Mm-hmm. Let me put you on game. Let me put a few dollars in your pocket a month, and you can do this, that, and the other.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're a wealthy guy,
right,
and you have disposable income,
right,
your wife is spoiled already. Your child is spoiled already. Don't nobody really need you for nothing because they have it. So if you go to the hood or you get some chick that doesn't have a lot and you're helping her out, that makes you feel needed and wanted and stuff like that. So, people think because you're rich you have it all, but to me I think they may be the loneliest people on earth because the people around them already have.
Yeah.
So you don't have that general need. You know what I'm saying? Even a baby, when a baby hurts themselves, they go to their mama, kiss the boo-boo. When you rich, ain't nobody coming to you. They want the money so they can go shopping. You know what I'm saying? That human
and that can make you feel can make you feel lonely, man. That's tough. Now what about the baby the sugar daddies who like married though? Like they already got the companionship from the wife and the affection, quote unquote, from the wife. Why do you want to financially aid a younger lady?
Again, that's a great area because some wives might have their own little side piece. Some guys are just straight cheating. Some people have open marriages, like
just swinging out here.
A lot of people swing.
And then you got a lot of people that are beards for people. You got a lot of homosexuals out here that's living a straight life, and they have a spouse that just is their spouse, so they can have that,
that image.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a story, y'all. There's a friend of mine. I got all these friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, shout out to her. I'm definitely gonna drop her name, bless her heart. But she's currently going through a divorce, and her husband, well, soon to be ex-husband, is a preacher, and he got caught in the DMs of another brother.
Of course.
And wanted to he tried to beat the dude telling the wife by saying, "Hey, it's these dudes like sexually harassing me in the inbox," knowing darn well that's not the case. So it's funny, like a lot of people living that double life and not being honest with themselves. And I think with sugar daddies, I feel like that has a part to play in it too. They're not honest with themselves. And we're going to resume this conversation. This is CONQU3R. Okay, welcome back to the CONQU3R show. I'm your host, Tevin, here with my lovely co-host, Cliche. Still talking about the sugar baby culture. Now we're going to get into sugar daddies and or sugar babies catching feelings. Now, me and Tiffany and Cliche had a discussion about this. And Tiffany Real mentioned that she was a bootleg sugar baby. Never heard that in my life. Yes. So what is that, first of all?
A bootleg sugar baby is when you enter into a friendship with someone,
right? And
then that person catches feelings, and they're doing stuff because they have feelings that I don't have. So I've always had old friends. And this particular person was the same age as my parents.
Right.
Told him from day one, I don't get down with senior citizens.
Right.
And even though my parents are 16 years older than me,
what?
You're still a senior citizen in my eye. Because you're older than me.
Right.
So every once in a while, he do all these nice things, take me nice places, get me nice gifts for my birthday. Mind you, we've been friends for almost a decade.
Right.
I still don't know his birthday.
Oh my God.
But he always remembers mine. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough, man.
Gives me gifts on the whole 9.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, he'll say, why can't you have feelings for me the way I have feelings for you? Because I don't have to.
Why are you asking that?
Because women and men show love differently.
I want to know why the brother's asking that. Why you can't have feelings?
Right. One time I was going out of town or something.
Yeah.
And he wanted to give me a hug, and I went, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
Because I didn't want him thinking that I was interested in. Plus, I didn't want him sniffing me or whatever, or accidentally licking my ears. I didn't know.
So let me ask you this. So how long was y'all into the friendship / sugar baby, sugar daddy get or whatever? How long did it take for him to say, I got these feelings for you? Was it like a right away thing? Or
no, it
was
like 3 or 4 years.
Oh.
And then when he said
it,
so then when he said it, I was like, because I never hugged him, I never did anything, because I felt like he liked me.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to encourage him in any way. So I never gave him a hug, I never did anything. So when he professed his love for me, and I told him no, he didn't speak to me for months. But then he'll start, missing me because, we hang out all the time.
Yeah.
So then he'll call back and then it'll go back to normal. And then he'll, I'll buy you a house, I'll do this.
Oh my God.
Blase. Nigga, oops, I said the N-word. I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? And then when he asks why, I don't have to. Right. I do call people the N-word. I apologize.
It's okay. We ain't on the gospel side. No.
Yes, that's true.
Right. So, cliche, what about... No, never mind. I ain't
about what?
I ain't even going to ask because she cursed me out last time about, like, catching feelings. Have you ever, like... But you never been a sugar baby before.
I've never been a sugar baby.
Right. So, have you ever had a...
Have I caught feelings for older guy?
Yeah. That started off, like, as a friendship or something.
No.
No?
No.
What about them?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Look at her. Cliche. Got, like,
but see, when you're a young girl, and even me, when you're young and you're with an older person, and they get that twinkle in their eye because you're giving them life. You know what I'm saying? They're feeding off of your young energy. You don't make them. They don't feel old when you're in their you're in their presence and stuff like that. And
I feel old with them.
Yeah,
that's tough.
I do. Some girls might not, but I personally do. I feel old with older men.
Because the thing is, you're either going to take on their ways or they're going to take on yours. They're going to be trying to dress young. Let's go to the club. You don't go to the club with no senior citizens. You know what I'm saying? No. No.
That's tough, man. That's tough. I think with the whole feeling thing, I think that comes from companionship. And I think that if you really vibe with someone, it's almost kind of natural. That you get feelings, right? But it just have to be an understanding. Like, look, this is what it's not going to be. I'm never going to catch feelings for you. This is just our situation, So we're never going to be physical. I'm never going to really like you like that, and that's going to have to be okay for you. So for the potential sugar daddies, you're going to have to be okay with that.
There's a lot of long-term. A lot of sugar babies and sugar daddies have long-term relationships. Like. Yeah, like they can have real relationships. I'm just saying this not, but I would personally. But they can have real relationships.
I want to do that. Like it's like there's a story out there. Like this was like my sugar daddy, but now we're like married.
All the time.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
A lot of those.
Yeah, even with like black women. I don't feel like black women do that. Black women do that too.
All races.
All races.
Mm-hmm.
All races.
All races matter.
I don't know about that though. I know my race matters.
Amen. With a big A, big M, and a big EN. How much time we got left to?
You can start winding down.
Okay, man. So very excited that we finished our first show.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How am I as your producer?
I loved it. I loved Cliche. I was waiting. I got her for this reason, Tiffany. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can follow us on IG at CONQU3R. That's CONQU3R_U. On YouTube as well. Please like and subscribe our videos and share if you will. At CONQU. You can follow us on Facebook as well at CONQU. And you can follow me on IG at TebenHero. That's TEBNHEERO.
And you can follow me too. My name is So Cliche. SOCLESHAE. There you go.
And we are.